Hey guys, we are back for another episode of EntrepreNugents.
EntrepreNugents, we're back. I feel like we need to get a cape.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. Down to business. We're going to try and make this one quick because we know some of the others have been long, so we apologize. You know, we talk well. I am a talkative person. I'll take it. Okay, so, last Monday, How It All Works, or this past Monday, whatever you want to call it, How It All Works audio engineers show, phenomenal. Oh man, I mean, it was the perfect follow-up from the week before in terms of having the music folks on there, the music production masterclass. Then you've got the audio engineers, and we're talking about live sound, production sound, studio sound, and it was just phenomenal. The feedback was crazy. It's just been,
and that's a set of people that you don't get to see in the forefront talking about all that stuff. They're more like the guys like, these guys, man, can they just get it right?
Yeah.
So it was really good to get them out there to kind of express some of that stuff.
it was really good. And I think, like I said, the show is really taking on a life of its own, has a following of its own. We're starting to galvanize around the concept of how it all works. And the Tinkerers Unite thing is taking off as well. So really excited about that. The lead in, I should say, for the next week's show, this coming Monday's show, in terms of social media. So it's called the Big Three: social media, PR, and branding. Man, we are excited about that one. And because these are social media experts, I'm excited because they know how best to advertise the show on social media. So I'm interested to see exactly I've got a lot of questions for them. So I'm really interested to see how that's going to go, and interested to see what information we can glean from them, how we can tweak some things for ourselves to better position How It All Works and composition, so that we can get more business. This is what it's all about.
And you want to come with your pen and paper. There's a lot of information that's going to be
shared.
Come
with your pen and paper. All right, what do you got?
So I mentioned in the last video that I was asked by Vistaprint if it was okay to be featured in one of their features that they share on Facebook. The very next day or 2 days later, I got a message from another person from Vistaprint saying that, I saw that they reached out to you about doing a spotlight on your small business. Would you be interested in being a part of a webinar? I was like, huh? I did not respond right away. I actually waited maybe a day or so, and I told Kirk, I was like, these guys asked me to be on a webinar.
Because it's a yes. There's no bad. What are you talking about? A webinar for Vistaprint? How many people watch that thing? It's got to be a good amount. They've got to have a good following. What I'm trying to say is, this is an opportunity for you to get on a show, get in front of other people's audience, and plug your hustle. I mean, this is what people are doing on my show literally every week. So I was like, yeah.
My initial reaction was no.
She's doing it.
So
look out for it. She's doing it.
I'm trying to step out on faith. I'm trusting that God is pushing me to do more than I think that I can do. So I'm going to trust him, and we're going to see how it goes. I'm nervous about it, but we'll see.
So I had the initial meeting with the school, Oakwood Academy, did begin some of the assessment and some of the prep work to be able to get machines imaged and stuff like that, some of the support stuff for the school as they prepare for the next school year. This is my bread and butter. This is kind of where I live. So no big deal there. One other thing that's pretty cool is that people are booking time with me. A good friend of ours, our sister, she was in our wedding. Somebody who Kanique grew up with, Valencia Hutchinson, she booked an hour with me to kind of go over her home tech. And we went over a number of different things. I gave her a report afterwards in terms of these are home things that you can get, DNS filters, things that they can add to their Wi-Fi, another Wi-Fi system for whole house Wi-Fi, the mesh network kind of a deal. So gave them some really good recommendations for that, and it worked out well.
Yeah, and this is something I think parents need to be looking into as people will be transitioning into doing more homeschooling.
Yeah.
Your kids will be at home, they will be on the internet. So if you have not put these things in place, I would suggest that you give us a call.
Yeah. Give us a call. And that's the thing, is like, it's a whole other avenue, because she shared it on Facebook and a couple other places. I was like, oh, I never even thought about like a tech consult with a family. So met with her and her husband. It was just really cool, and I'm just so happy again for our support system and our network of people who are just constantly helpful and helping us to realize some stuff. So that's really pretty cool as well.
Appreciate it, yeah. Some of you already know that before moving to the United States, I was living in Barbados, and that's where I spent a bulk of my upbringing. There's a friend of mine that I went to school with that her and her brother own a marketing business in Barbados. And they reached out to me to see if we can maybe collab on some things, because they are not so much into the web design area. They can do some things, but there are different things that they might not be able to do that they want to see if it would be a good fit for us to kind of work on those things together. So it was really great catching up with them and what we can do together. So we're working on that. We'll see how that goes. And that'd be great.
We're not leaving any stone unturned. We are not. If there is an opportunity, we're gonna shake it down, and we're gonna, and again. So my next update is in that same vein, in terms of there's an opportunity, and there's no question in my mind as to whether or not we're gonna pursue it. A good friend of ours, Egu Wangpa, he hit me up this week. I think it was Thursday, and was like, bro, send me your speaker one sheet. I have a speaker engagement for you. I was like, what? So. Speaker one sheet. First of all, what's a speaker one sheet? Second of all, definitely yes. Let me get myself together. So I got it together. I was really trying to outsource that thing, but ended up, because of the time frame, just had to jump in Canva and work it out.
Hallelujah for Canva.
Hallelujah for Canva. And I think it came out pretty good, actually. I've used it 2 times since sending it to him. So that's another lesson. Have your stuff together. Yeah. Have your stuff prepped and ready to go. Sent that to him, and I'm hopeful that I'll be able to get that booking. He said he could get me New York rates. I'm not certain what that means, but I'll take it. Not Alabama rates. Hallelujah, somebody. So interested in that, and just, man, what an opportunity. Again, one of those things where it's like, if he was not in the room to be able to say my name, then that opportunity would go to someone else. And so as you sit in rooms where people are looking for folks, make sure that you can say somebody else's name. Make sure you've got other people's names on your list. Write down people who are in business for themselves, or out of work but have skills. Have their name in a list somewhere so that you can quickly reference it and be like, oh, if you're looking for that skill set, this guy here, he has that. And you see what I'm saying? This is the way the world goes around. And people take a referral over an application any day. So let's use that to all of our collective advantages. We also met with for that proposal for the multi-website thing. They asked I guess a consultant, somebody who was a little more technical, that represents them, to contact us and get in touch with us and talk through some of the pieces, because they're trying to understand what exactly we were offering. We had a brief conversation with him. He's far more technical. He understood exactly what we're talking about. So it sounds like there's some traction moving in the right direction. I'm going to meet with them not this coming Monday, the following Monday. Right. So I think, I can't remember what day. I think 27th maybe. Anyway, I'm going to meet with them on the 27th to make that final presentation. I hope it's the final, because it's like the first presentation now. And I know we haven't seen any traction at all. I have no idea if these guys are actually going to go for this thing. Of course, I'm making a joke now, but if they actually do go for it, you're going to see me do a full dance around this room. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Really excited about that piece. And then this another good friend of mine, I've said his name before, Brian Taylor. He is out at Azure Hills in Southern California, Riverside, California. And he is the president for Society of Adventist Communicators, which is an organization within the Adventist Church, specifically within North America, but also it is a conference. They do a yearly or annual conference every year, I think around October. So this year it's going to be virtual, and he's asking me to be one of the speakers for the event. Ooh, I'm excited about that. Speaking is my thing, so I'm excited about that. In addition to that, next week, a good friend, Claudia Allen, asked me to be on their podcast called What's the Message? They're going to be talking about the digital divide, so I'm looking forward to that as well. And lastly, there is one more thing. You have anything else?
I do.
Okay.
So everyone knows about the small business loan that, the government has been giving out. So I said, let me just check it out, see what happens. So I jumped on there. I know for a while it was closed, but they recently reopened it. So I said, let me see if it's open. It was open. So I said, let me fill out the form. Filled out the form, went about my business. Lo and behold, there was money in my account.
Now, let us clarify. Continue.
Well, it was the 1,000 that small businesses can get.
Yes.
And
so
it's not the one that you have to pay for.
Exactly.
We did not go for the loan option, which we were approved for, which was about 13K.
Not 14,000.
Yeah. We did not go for that option.
We didn't go for that option.
We're not trying to be in debt.
Because you will have to pay that back depending
you
on your payroll setup.
Yes.
So there's some stipulations there. So don't run off like, oh, they got it. Let me go and get it too. No. You apply for that, but there is $1,000 that you're eligible for the way it was explained to us, you do not necessarily need to repay.
Yeah.
So we're good with that. That money has hit the account already, and we say hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Okay.
Last one, and I'm hoping we're done.
I have one more thing, but go ahead.
So, I have been working with some folks out of Australia to do some consultation in terms of their media and their broadcast setup. We had our final consultation before their live program this past, I think it was Thursday night. Thursday was a busy day.
Night, yeah.
And their program, today's Friday, so their program is tomorrow night. Oh, what am I talking about? Their program is tonight, okay? So their program is 4 p.m. Sabbath afternoon in Australia, 11 p.m. Friday night tonight here in Huntsville. Couldn't figure out the details there, but I'm excited about it. Can't wait to see it. I put in a lot of effort and energy, and they were gracious in terms of paying for my time. So I'm excited for them and excited for us and that relationship that we're building with this client.
I wanted to mention this. It's not a story about getting business, but it is a story about a client that I did reach out to, sent them a proposal and all that information. And they did not choose us. And it's not because they didn't want to choose us. It's because of various other reasons. But what I wanted to say was I appreciate the fact that they took the time to reach back out to me and say, they explained exactly what the reasoning was behind it. And that's not something that I get from a lot of clients. And I really appreciated them taking the time to just reach out to me and just explain what happened. And they really encouraged me actually when I got off the phone. I felt like, wow, that was nice of them to say. But I just want to say, not every contract we do get.
Yeah, that's true.
And
that's true.
If you are someone using a small business and you just don't want to go ahead and sign that contract, it would really help if you just said, you know what, I'm not going to go forward with this, because just leaving it out and not really responding to the person, it just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate them taking the time to say, we're not going to move forward with you for these reasons, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And
So, here's the truth. And we choose the highlights of the week to share with you. We're not necessarily sharing literally everything because it's 7 days in the week, but we're swinging for the fences. Essentially, what we have to do. There's a level of hunger and drive to what we are doing now because we recognize that, hey, this is it. We're working for ourselves, so we got to expend the energy. We got to do what we got to do.
And not everything we will win or get.
We know that. We know that, but we're excited about the journey, excited about what's coming next. And we will see you in the next video.
Later.